Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. So let us take just a moment to be still. So Jerusalem is asleep, but something dark and sinister is afoot. Within the dark bowels of the night, restlessness is present. Hatred is budding. Irrationality is beginning to blossom. Fear ignites. They seized him then and led him away. And they took him to the high priest's house. Peter followed at a distance. They had lit a fire in the middle of the courtyard, and Peter sat down among them. And as he was sitting there by the blaze, a servant girl saw him, peered at him, and said, "This person was with him too." But he denied it. "Woman," he said, "I do not know him." Shortly after, someone else saw him and said, "You are another of them." But Peter replied, "I am not, my friend." About an hour later, another man insisted, saying, "This fellow was certainly with him. Why, he is a Galilean." "My friend," said Peter, "I do not know what you are talking about." At that instant, while he was still speaking, the cock crew. And the Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. And Peter remembered what the Lord had said to him, "Before the cock crows today, you will have disowned me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. Meanwhile, the men who guarded Jesus were mocking and beating him. They blindfolded him and questioned him. "Play the prophet," they said. "Who hit you then?" And they continued heaping insults on him. So into this darkness of the night, into this place of rising hatred, Jesus is taken to the high priest's home. After an illegal hearing, they turn him over to a group of guards who guard him through the night until morning, when he will be convicted. In the courtyard, a fire is lit for warmth and light, and it draws people to it. But the people who gather there are not relaxed. There is fear and there is tension in the air. There seems to be a loss of all that is decent. The guards take this opportunity to vent their cruel humor in a form of mockery and abuse. Jesus, the one who has loved and healed and cared and taught, is subject to humiliation. Peter courageously follows Jesus to this place, passionate in his declaration to follow Jesus even to death. He is not a coward, but rather he is confidently courageous. But this confidence also makes him vulnerable to his limitations, and he fails. After all the time that he has spent with Jesus, in one fear-filled moment of weakness, he denies his relationship with Jesus. He denies Jesus 3 times. His betrayal is a callous repudiation of the one thing that had given him life and meaning. The Lord looked at Peter, and in his eyes Peter does not see anger, but heartbreak in the face of Jesus. And Peter wept. And near those dying embers, Jesus waits. So let us quiet ourselves and relax in the presence of God. And we ask God to allow us to enter into sorrow as we stay with Christ in his suffering, borne on our behalf and because of his love for us. So take this moment to find yourself in the courtyard of the house. Approach and feel the heat from the fire in the center of the courtyard. Become aware of the guards and the servants who are present. And watch their actions and listen to them. Paying particular attention to the feelings that you can sense in the atmosphere, the feelings that charge the atmosphere. To one side, you see and focus your attention on Jesus, held prisoner by the guards. And you become aware of his responses as these guards blindfold him and begin to taunt him. Then your attention shifts to Peter. See his reaction to the situation and watch as the servants question him. Listen and watch sensitively as Peter denies Jesus and the fellowship with the disciples. then hear the cock crow and see Jesus turn toward Peter. Allow yourself time to fully absorb Jesus' face as he looks at Peter. And now allow yourself to receive the look of Jesus as he turns to you. And so speak with Jesus, sharing with him your sorrow for your own denials of him and your gratitude for his unconditional love.